Good evening. Okay, so tonight it's Titus's Troublesome Tooth. Check this out. This is actually a great story. I love this. I've read this a few times to you, but I'm going to read it on YouTube. Okay, so if I can actually get to the front page, there we go. Titus the goat ate everything. He ate carrots and cabbage, of course. He's a goat. He ate dandelions and daisies. He ate prickly, tickly thistles. That's not all he ate. And he even ate Farmer Harry's pants and vest off the wash line. Oh no. Titus absolutely loved eating until one day he woke up with a terrible pain. And he didn't want his breakfast. And he didn't want to munch and crunch the apples in the orchard. He wasn't even tempted to nibble on Miss Harry's nightgown. Titus felt as miserable as... How bad was he? As miserable as... We may never know. Here we go. Well, as miserable as a goat with a toothache. He was a very grouchy, grumbly goat indeed. That's a terrible, troublesome tooth, said Danny the donkey. Open your mouth and I'll pull it out with my big, strong teeth. No, not a good idea. Yeah, I don't think the goat thought so either. Look at his face. Ah! All right. Titus shook from his horns to the tips of his tail. Oh, no thanks. He bleated. He ran and ran and grouched and grumbled. He was out of there after that offer. Until he reached the farmyard. That's a troublesome tooth, said Sadie the hen. Open your mouth and I'll peck it out with my nice sharp beak. Titus quivered on all four hooves. Oh, no thanks, he cried. Titus ran and grouched and grumbled. He was going to have that hen in his mouth. Until he reached the barn. That's a troublesome tooth, said Polly the cat. Open your mouth and I'll scratch it out with my long, shiny claws. Ooh, yeah, not happening. Titus trembled from his white beard to his furry bottom. No thanks, he shouted. Titus ran and grouched and grumbled. He's running away. Until he reached the meadow. That's a troublesome tooth, said Basil the bull. Open your mouth and I'll butt it out with my hard, curly horns. Woo! Titus, let me show you the picture first. Titus' teeth chattered and rattled. No thanks, he sobbed. Titus ran and grouched and grumbled. Look at his face. Ah! That's quite the toothache. Look like that. Until he found himself right back in the farmyard again. Don't worry, said Sadie the hen. Farmer Harry will get rid of that troublesome tooth for you because he's called the vet. Do you know what a vet is? A vet is an animal doctor. So he called the vet. The vet! Shouted Titus. He quivered and he shivered, he trembled and he shook. His teeth rattled and shattered. No way do I want the vet! Titus ran and grouched and grumbled. Look at him move. Titus bashed his head against the fence. Crash! And the troublesome tooth fell out at last. Look at it. Boom! Woo! Those animals were watching that tooth. They look pretty happy, don't they? until the end. So that was the end. So in that sense, is that moral of the story? I guess it's the fact that we have friends that would love to help us. Sometimes we got to do things ourselves. And that gives us independence, which is a great thing to have. But remember, don't always shy away from your friends that want to help. They just love you and want to help. So, Titus, I'm glad you got your troublesome tooth out. Everybody else, have a great night. Sleep, sweet dreams, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. Bye-bye.